Hello everybody and welcome back to Fire Emblem Engage. Where we left off, we dealt with Etier's Emblem Bond conversations where, yes, I'm doing this, I found my favorite quote in the entire game.
You're so dainty, Celica. I think a royal would want a bit more muscle on the bone.
I don't see how...
I'm sure the audio picked up here, like you probably heard a little bit of that before the gameplay started. My microphone picks up everything. But we are going to do Chloe's Bond supports. And of course, we as always start with Sasuke.
There's nothing wrong with resting now and then. Why not take it easy for the next battle?
I agree, and you should do the same. I want to see this war through without losing anyone.
I can't comment on this because technically you can watch this video without the rest of the gameplay. But just know, I would love to comment on this.
Until I met Princess Céline, I knew nothing of the world. I never thought it could be so vast.
So many work tirelessly just to survive. Think of them as you fight.
I'll try as hard as I must to keep them safe. Is that the secret to it, Marth?
It is. Together with our allies that we have grown so close to, we shall bring about peace.
Thank you, Gary Stu.
The sight of royalty and emblems joining forces never fails to brighten my mood.
It is an inspiring sight, isn't it? You and I are starting to make an effective duo.
Celica, can you tell me anything about the food in your world? Specifically the folk foods.
We had our own signature dishes, if that's what you mean. I was fond of Dagon filet.
Dagon filet? Oh, just the name sounds incredible. What kind of food is that?
It's a slice of a sea creature native to Sophia. One bite is enough to chase away any fatigue.
Sorry, I blanked out. That was so boring. And it almost felt like I was listening to Veronica. But at least Celica has a nice voice. Veronica has nothing going for her.
Sigurd, look! I found some extra special folk food, made from dried and fermented fish.
The smell is overwhelming. This is food, you say? It must be an acquired taste indeed.
A thought occurs. If Chloe is all about foods and fairy tale shit, she would have some interesting dialogue with Ileana. And I'm sure other Emblem characters who have the food trope, but mostly Ileana, who's always hungry. Would Ileana want to eat the food that Chloe likes? Or would even she put it away? I'd rather go hungry.
You're taking breaks now and then, right, Sigurd? Even emblems need rest. I think.
My year-long stay in Celeste was the last time I felt truly at peace.
That long, huh? Why don't you rest a minute? I'm told my shoulder is an excellent pillow.
I hope you mean this one, because something tells me this would not be an excellent pillow.
I must decline due to my incorporeal nature. Perhaps I may tell you a story instead.
Whatever are you eating, Chloe?
A large snake boiled in medicinal herbs. I'm really sorry I can't share with you.
I'm sure he will be heartbroken.
Hey, Leaf, don't go too overboard, okay?
What brought on the sudden bout of concern?
Well, you always seem a little tense. Relax. I'm here for you.
I am still not quite used to this world, I suppose. Your help will get me there. Thank you, Chloe.
His fingers are so big.
That's a lot of food. Is it all for you?
I couldn't decide on just one thing from the market stalls, so I got a little of everything.
I stand my points. I really want to see you converse with Ileana.
Do you have any favorite stories, Roy? I bet you'd like tales of dashing heroes.
I can think of a few. The best for me are the ones with happy endings.
I like uplifting stories too. I hope that's how our quest to bring peace to the world turns out.
So do I. And the good news is that if we work hard enough, we'll get to write our own ending.
How old are you? Because I think canonically you're 15. But I don't know. Because I don't want to make a certain joke. If you are still a child.
You're always eating the juiciest looking things. My mouth would water if it could.
They're all so good! I wish I could sample some things from your world too.
Never say never. I'm sure intelligence systems could pull some bullshit. Make that happen.
Hey Lynn, look what I got! It's gecko rolled in pepper and fried in frog oil.
No, is that for me? Oh no, what a shame. Emblems can't eat food.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I forgot. Here, I'll describe every last detail of the taste to you as I eat.
Every detail? No, thank you. Maybe some other time when you eat something more common.
It's funny because she likes weird things. Getting a lot of Steam notifications.
Your brother's so wonderful, Erica. He's as gorgeous as you and every bit as strong, too.
I'm sure he appreciates the compliments. Wait, Chloe, are you?
Flirting, yes.
Erica, all I meant was that one of you is already beautiful. Two of you would be even lovelier.
I had heard that you appreciated storybook scenes of that sort. And since we're twins...
You'd look even dreamier side by side. The trouble is, he only shows himself in battle.
True enough. I know you had your heart set on it, but I think you and I match up nicely too.
Is she also flirting? I don't know Erica either. In case you're unaware, my knowledge of the Fire Emblem Lords starts right here. I have played Ike's games, Micaiah's games, Lucina's game. Ike has 2 games, Micaiah has 1 game. Lucina's game, Corrin's games, Violet's 5 routes. Soren's game, Crom's game, Robin's game, Camilla's game, the Edgelord, and that's about it. But all of my knowledge comes from here downward, so I don't know if Erica is the type to flirt.
I've had my eye on you.
Next time for sure.
I always do my best.
What's with the food you're always eating?
I just like folk foods. It's too bad I can't share any with you.
I'm sure Ike is devastated.
Too easy. I'm ready to dig in.
Nothing.
Try again. Hungry for more.
Next time for sure.
I always do my best. Now and in the matches to come. It's tea time!
Damn.
I hope you're not working too hard just because so many people are counting on you, Ike.
I appreciate the concern, but I wouldn't worry. I seek out the tough foes because I like to. Guess that might seem odd to folks, though.
If you say so. But just so you know, if you ever feel overwhelmed, you can always tell me.
Quit trying to flirt. He has a boyfriend. He has Puma.
What made you become a knight, Chloe?
I loved the idea of a young noble on Pegasus' back, protecting the princess, like in fairy tales. Oh, but I take it seriously, too. I'm going to fight for a peaceful Firene, if you'll fight with me.
That sounds like a lovely tale. I'd be happy to play a part in it.
Thank you, Mary Sue. Man, she and Sasuke should get together. Got Mary and Gary Stu together.
I don't recognize any of the foods you eat, Chloe. Are they common in your world?
The stuff I just bought is folk food, which is a little off the beaten path. I love it, though.
I love it when they do frog faces.
The presence of so many different foods proves that this world hasn't yielded to despair.
I agree. Still, more and more of those stalls close down every day.
We'll put a stop to that. Let us return light to this world, so that they may reopen once more.
And so all the best foods are back on the menu, right? That's something worth fighting for.
And something Ileana would 100% be behind.
Can you really become a dragon? That's so perfect. We should find you a king or a maiden.
I like that she's open-minded here. She doesn't just default to king. She says king or a maiden. Because in Corrin's game, although mostly the female Corrin marries guys, she has, I believe, one S support with a female, which I think is Tharja, and male Corrin has one gay support with Niles. But I appreciate that Chloe is saying, I don't judge king or maiden, it's fine. But why not king or queen? Why maiden? Why not king or queen?
You've got that distant stare again. I'm afraid to ask who you're picturing me with this time. We've been working together for so long, but you never picture yourself with me, Chloe.
She is angry. Why don't you ship me with yourself, Chloe? Angie.
Sorry, Corrin, but I'm just a knight. You need someone much more epic to stand beside.
Nonsense. How many battles have we fought together now? We're already great partners.
Aw, that's so nice of you to say. The two of us side by side must be pretty magical indeed.
You know, Intelligence is going to be like, she was just hinting at friendship. Nah. No. My headcanon's Corrin is like, you know I'd smash you, right? You're very attractive, Chloe.
I'm interested in fairy tales from your world. Would you mind sharing some with me?
I don't know that many, but how about Lug and the Maiden of Wind?
I've said it in my opinion on Dimitri's route, and I'll say it here. I can't take this stupid name seriously. I don't care how powerful he was. I can't take the name Lug seriously. Oh no, watch out for Lug!
Did your world have its own rare folk foods?
Folk foods? Let me think. I had Rocky Burdock a few times.
Wow, what a name. It sounds pretty tough, though. Was it hard to eat?
I admit that it was. But it was good medicine, and eating it always filled me with strength.
I think Violet is the one that does the frog face the most.
If you're a divine dragon, does that mean I should address you as Divine One?
Please don't. You can just call me Tiki. It feels strange for new friends to be that formal.
You are so precious, and I like your voice.
I always see you flying through the sky. What are you doing up there?
Oh, sometimes I like to ride while snacking. You are welcome to join whenever you like.
I feel so good when I'm around you. Like I'm all warm and cozy.
I feel the same way when I'm around you. The two of us have become a good team.
Speaking of cozy, would you tell me another fairy tale? I really liked the one you told before.
All right. Sit by my side, and don't worry if you doze off. I'll be here until you wake up.
And once you wake up, I'm leaving. I'm just running away.
So your bracelet was in the Firene of your world? How strange. Did you ever meet me?
I did. She was quite different. For one thing, she had unbelievably plain taste in food.
That's all you get. I was expecting him to say something like, she had an intense craving for blood. go the psychopath route that some Emblem games like to bring in. Like Henry from Awakening.
What a lucky day! Look at all these dumplings I bought. They're stuffed with fish liver. Yum!
Ugh. Do people actually eat those? The Pyrenees of this world sure are strange.
People who do frog faces so often are also strange. I just realized I often use colon and then line down a lot as an emote. That's what this game does with the frog faces. That's that emote.
Too easy. Too easy.
Thank goodness for the skip option. Oh, they just give up.
Do you think if we keep fighting, the world will be peaceful someday? Like in my fairy tales?
With so much turmoil in the world, one must hope things will change for the better. When times are difficult, you need to believe in your friends. Together, you will bring peace.
That's a lovely outlook. I will fight knowing my friends are there for me. You included.
I can easily edit that for her to say, I will fight my friends. But I won't, because my face will ruin the edit.
You've experienced 2 different worlds before this one, right? Was the food similar to ours?
As an emblem, I can't compare their flavors, but their appearances didn't seem that different.
He's just straight up like, you idiot, I can't eat food. But I know someone you could easily talk to about that.
When you were able to eat food, what flavors did you prefer?
If it was edible, I'd eat it. One can't afford to be picky in war.
His time with Ileana has probably changed. And he's like, well, she has it right. She can eat it. I'll eat it.
You said that you would eat anything, but was there ever a flavor you found strange?
No, not especially. Although, there was a strength-boosting drop that had an odd flavor.
Oh, that sounds intriguing. Could you tell me more?
I actually do want to know more about the stat-boosting items and how they tasted. That's the first time we've ever heard someone say anything about the taste of the stat-boosting items. Who would waste strength on Soren? Why would you give Soren strength?
You and Robin are as wonderful a pair as any I've read about in my fairy tales.
Oh, that's very kind of you to say. Thank you.
Here's hoping we can actually get a conversation with Robin.
What are you eating, Chloe? It smells good, but it looks, well...
It's a sandwich made from fat and cow guts and blood. It's so filling and scrumptious.
I will take your word for it.
Look what I bought at the market. A fish eggs milkshake and fried bird blood bread.
Oh, wow. That's quite striking. It reminds me of the food a friend of mine once tried making.
It's so delicious I could squeal. I'd be happy to share some if you want to try it.
I often regret I can't eat, but today, from the bottom of my heart, I'm glad to be an emblem.
I'm still probably going to make Corrin flirting the thumbnail. Or, if at any point there's a better Crom conversation, I might, or if there's a better Corrin conversation, I might make this Crom. I know people care greatly. Are you even still watching at this point? Because if you are, you're an MVP.
To come.
I have had high hopes for boobs talking to boobs.
What's your favorite type of food? If I had to guess, I'd say a meat dish dripping with blood.
Oh my, you're spot on. In truth, I used to say I liked fruits, but what I loved the most was meat.
I'm sure you liked a certain character's meat specifically.
I must say, although your taste in food is odd, I find it quite charming. You are fascinating.
Charming? Me? You're making me blush.
When we get the chance, let's fly together. We can share all of our secrets while up there.
I look forward to it. And I'll make sure to bring plenty of charming food as well.
I have a very good idea what I'm going to make the thumbnail. But it's going to imply that it's going to imply something different. I'm really forming a dislike because they're going to think it's one thing when it's actually the other.
What's your favorite food? I'm so curious about the delicacies of other worlds.
Let's see. I remember really liking a dish of baked spiced cheese.
What the who?
It looks like today's tea time snack is baked sweets infused with black tea?
Yes. They're also filled with mountain sheep's cheese, which gives them their unique smell.
I've noticed that you've begun describing your dishes in much more detail.
Well, I thought that if you could really imagine it, you would be able to enjoy it more.
How very kind of you. I don't think he wants to enjoy it more. I don't think she had a conversation with Claude or Edgelord, but I could be wrong.
How marvelous! A princess from a magical bracelet! Please tell me all about your world.
There is nothing in Embla. Nothing at all. Firene is quite bountiful in comparison.
Well, there's nothing in Embla. No wonder you came from it. Boring comes from boring.
Princesses so rarely get the opportunity to try folk food. I wish I could give you some.
I'm not really interested. I do enjoy black tea, however.
Now and in the
And
matches
finally, the
to
last
come.
one of today's video.
You said you liked black tea, right? I found a delicious blend in town and just had to buy it.
Ah, that smells amazing. Would you steep some for me?
Of course. Even if you can't drink it, you can still enjoy the scent. And we can have a chat.
Speaking with you over tea sounds nice. I look forward to learning more about you.
Says the woman who is hesitant to join us. But before we go,
You're so dainty, Celica. I think a royal would want a bit more muscle on the bone.
I don't see.
thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next part, where we discuss, I believe, Yunaka's stuff. Jackass, out!